AFRICATOWN is a community located 3 miles north of downtown Mobile, Alabama. It was formed by West Africans who were among the last known illegal shipment of slaves to the United States. These people created their own community and retained their customs and language following the American Civil War. AFRICATOWN had its beginnings in an 1860 plan by some wealthy Mobile brothers and their friends to see if they could evade the law and import slaves from Africa. They bet each other they could elude federal authorities. Timothy Mayer, a shipbuilder and landowner, his brothers, and a friend invested money to hire a crew and captain for one of Mayer's ships to go to Africa and bring back laborers for slaves. They used Timothy Mayer's ship Clotilde under Captain William Foster. It sailed in 1860 from Ghana, West Africa, for its final destination of Mobile. This event occurred half a century after the slave trade had been outlawed by the United States in 1808. Over 100 kidnapped Africans were sold into bondage by the king of Dahomey. The Dahomey warriors raided villages near the city of Tamale in Ghana and took the survivors to Ouidah, which is now Benin, where they were put up for sale. The captured tribesmen were sold for $100 each to William Foster, the captain of the Clotilda. In July of 1860, the Clotilde entered Mobile Bay and approached the port of Mobile. Captain Foster loaded the slaves into a riverboat and sent them ashore. He set fire to the Clotilda to hide the evidence. The Africans were distributed amongst the parties who had invested in the venture. Federal authorities learned of the illegal activity and prosecuted Mayer and his partners. Needless to say, they got off. 32 of the Africans had been taken to Magazine Point, the property owned by Timothy Mayer of North Mobile. The enslaved Africans who survived the trip, slaughter, bondage, became the first autonomous African American community in the United States. These black people were the first to demand reparations after gaining their freedom. Their legacy is carried forward. The video was taken at the AFRICATOWN Cemetery, the final resting place for Cudjo Lewis and 109 other surviving Africa slaves from the slave ship Clotilda. Project Cherish, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Dr. Yvonne Kennedy, National President, 1988-1992. This is a national preservation beautification program of African American landmarks, monuments, and historic sites. Burial landmark of Cudjo Kazula Lewis, born circa 1847, Dahomey, Africa, now Benin, died 1935. Plateau, Alabama, AFRICATOWN, USA. Last survivor of slave ship Clotilda, 1860. The goal is to make AFRICATOWN a world-class tourism place, and we're hoping they are able to do so. At this time, there's too much traffic from this bridge going through such a small community. This is a bust of Cudjo Lewis in front of the Union Baptist Church, organized in 1869. This church was started by the survivors of the slave ship. AFRICATOWN has struggled with environmental racism for most of its existence. They tried to fight for the bridge, knowing that what's happening now with the infrastructure at the plants are causing environmental issues. The industry has expanded along the waterfront periphery. The folks cannot fish the way that they used to back in the day. And the environment has been heavily polluted from the paper mills leased on Mayer family land, which is still under their purview till today.